Hi everybody, welcome back. Oh my gosh, doesn't it feel like it's been forever since we had a new story on here? That is fully my fault and I am so sorry, but I finally found a book that I really wanted to share with you guys. So how many of you guys know that today is the second day of fall? So the first day of fall, well, fall started on Wednesday. And then we had our first full day of fall, and now we're into our first second day of fall. And how many of you know what fall even is? Like, I hear grown-ups talking about that all the time, but do you even know what fall is? Well, our whole year, all of the months in the year, the whole year from January all the way through December can be broken into 4 seasons. We have winter, spring, summer, and then fall. And right now is the fall time. Well, I guess it's fall time if you live in the northern hemisphere. If you live in the southern hemisphere, I think you guys are in spring, kind of heading towards summer. But I might be wrong on that. But I do know that in the northern hemisphere, so if you live in North America or the UK or I guess the North Pole, we are in fall. So I wanted to read a story to you about fall. And the story's main character is a little mouse. So, oh, hey Minka, what are you doing? Just out for a walk? Want to see what's happening? Well, where's Mouse? Oh, there's Mouse. Well, Mouse and Minka are the stars of our story that I want to read to you today, and it is called Mouse's First Fall. Our story is going to let us explore with Mouse and Minka all the fun things that we're going to start seeing with fall. So, are you ready? Come on, let's go read the story together. Okay, friends, here we are, Mouse's First Fall, and this is a Scholastic book, so that was pretty exciting. Mouse's First Fall, written by Lauren Thompson and illustrated by Bucket Erdogan. I don't think I said that name right. I have the hardest time with names. But that's our author and our illustrator. Gosh, I can't wait. One cool fall day, Mouse and Minka came out to play. Tumbling and twirling fall leaves fell all around. Look at all the colors, said Minka. Mouse saw red leaves and yellow leaves and orange leaves and brown leaves. So pretty. Look at all the shapes, said Minka. Mouse saw round leaves and skinny leaves and pointy leaves and smooth leaves. Yay! Gosh, so many different shapes and colors of leaves, and all together they are so beautiful. Let's run through the leaves, said Minka. Mouse ran and skipped and kicked and swished through all the leaves. So fun. Let's pile them up, said Minka. Mouse piled the leaves high. 1 leaf, 2 leaves, 3 leaves, lots of leaves. Yippee! What a big pile, said Minka. Let's jump in. Mouse leaped and jumped and plopped and rolled into the leaves. Whee! I'm hiding, called Minka. Can you find me? Mouse peeked and poked and peered between the leaves. Where could Minka be? Can you find her? If you see her, point her out. Then out popped Minka. Here I am! Hooray! Hooray for Minka, hooray for Mouse. Hip hip hooray for fall. The end. Wasn't that such a fun first day of fall story? I thought it was. Now here's the thing. I was so intrigued by the leaf colors in the story, and it made me wonder, why do leaves change color in the fall? Like, we have these green leaves all spring, all summer, and then all of a sudden when fall starts happening, we have those same leaves that were green are now yellow and orange and red and brown. Like, what is happening to these leaves? Well, I wanted to learn about it. So I learned about it this week. And do you know what I learned? I learned that in the spring and in the summer, the leaves are green because they have a chemical called chlorophyll inside of them. And the chlorophyll helps to absorb the sunlight. And that's what the trees feed off of, is the chlorophyll that's inside of the leaves. Now, in the fall, you're going to start noticing this. In the fall, our days get shorter, which means the sun is up less time than it is in the summertime. That's what grown-ups mean when they say days get shorter. It doesn't mean, like I thought, that instead of there being 24 hours in a day, now there's like 18 hours in a day. That's not what they mean. I thought that's what they meant. It's not. It means that the sun goes down sooner in the day than it did in the summer. But because the sun isn't up as much, the trees go, oh my gosh, I need to save food. I need to save energy. So they stop making the chlorophyll. And when they stop making the chlorophyll, the green disappears from the leaves. And that's when we get to see the yellows and the reds and the oranges. And when we see a brown leaf, what that means is the tree has used all the energy that was in that leaf, and there is no more energy left. And that's why we see so many brown leaves all over the ground the closer we get to winter. Isn't that interesting? I think I understood all of that right. Sometimes it's hard for me to understand things all the way, but I'm pretty sure I got that one. But speaking of leaves and changing colors, I thought it would be kind of fun to look at different colored leaves, and maybe we could put them in order and talk about how maybe one leaf has more green in it, so maybe it still has some chlorophyll in it, and then as the leaves are losing that chlorophyll, they're changing colors. So I made a leaf chart that I want you to check out. And when we're done, I think it'd be super rad if you went out on your own leaf hunt and you found a ton of leaves like Mouse and Minka did, and maybe you can pile them up. Maybe you can sort them by if they're orange or if they're yellow or if they're red. Maybe you could put those guys together. You could sort them by their shapes. You can maybe put them all together and make a beautiful fall wreath. Or you can make a leaf bouquet. That would be kind of fun, right? Or you can, I don't know, maybe help mom and dad rake them up. That might be really helpful to do. But so many fun things that we can do with leaves now that it's fall time, huh? Whatever you choose to do with your leaves after this, I really hope that you come back and let me know what it is you chose to do with your leaves, because I really want to know. But in the meantime, I'm going to zoom back to my room because I want to show you this leaf chart that I made. And yeah, so hold on a second. I will be right back. Okay, so these are some leaves that I found out in the parking lot. I was just walking along and I was like, hey, those leaves are pretty groovy. So I picked them up, and then I realized, oh my goodness, you can kind of see the progression of the leaves losing their chlorophyll, right? So here we have this long kind of pointy leaf. It's already kind of starting to curl up like that. But if I open it, you can kind of, well, I think that's dirt on there, but you can kind of see how it's mostly green, right? It's still mostly green, even though it's already fallen off the tree. It's still mostly green. And then I found this big, oh my goodness, look at this leaf, you guys. It's kind of big. This big leaf, and it's almost exactly half green and half yellow. Isn't that interesting? So half of this leaf still has some chlorophyll in it, and the other half of the leaf has already started to lose it. And then I found this gorgeous, look at this beautiful, smooth, kind of roundish, pointy leaf. I found that one, so this would be the next step. And then down here, you can kind of see this little leaf is yellow, but then it's also starting to turn brown down here. And remember, that brown part down there, that means there's no more energy left in the bottom part of this leaf for the tree to get nutrients from. And then this leaf is even more brown, but there is still, it's really crunchy, you guys. There is still some yellow and green inside of it, but it is pretty crunchy. And then the last leaf I found was this, this one looks different than all the other ones, huh? I feel like all of these came from the same tree, and then maybe this one came from a different tree, huh? But this was the brownest leaf I could find out there. And this tells me that this leaf, the tree used all the energy in this leaf, and it's all done. So that's why it is now all brown. But isn't that kind of neat, you guys? Isn't it neat how it changes? These leaves just change, and it's because it's what the tree needs, and that's why these leaves change, so that the tree can survive through the winter, through the cold months when there's not a lot of snow, and when there is a lot of snow, and there's not a lot of sunshine. Isn't that just so amazing how it just happens and it's set up to take care of itself? I think that is so neat. Anyways, so I hope that you go out on a leaf hunt just like Mouse and Minka did, and you find some really cool leaves and you do something really neato with them. And I hope you will come back and let me know what you did with those leaves. All right, until next time, have a great day.